A very pleasant good afternoon to you from the St. Croix Recreation Center. Big hockey game in Class A for you on Youth Hockey Hub this afternoon. Number 1 versus number 3 in our last staff poll. Hermantown against Mahtomedi. Starting lineups being introduced now. And for Hermantown, in goal it's Cole Manahan, number 33. We'll have the stats for him in a moment. Sam High, number 21. Opens on defense, and Darian Goetz, his defense partner, number 14. Justin Thomas, number 13, is at forward, along with Ryan Dobbs. Excuse me, that's Joey Pierce, number 18. And number 27, Blake Biondi, leading scorer of this team. Now for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. In goal, they are starting a freshman, number 32, Ben Dardis. And opening on defense, Connor Stoker and Noah Skillings. At forward, number 4, Colin Hagstrom, excuse me. Tom Paradise and Nikolai Dulak, number 9, are the other forwards. And we'll get our national anthem. We'll take a quick break here of 60 seconds and come back. It says Hockey Night in Minnesota, brought to you by FVP Products.
You know what works? FVP Auto Parts work. Trusted, tested, selected. You know what works? FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP, reach for what works.
Splash, splash, splash. Apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. When your windshield's full of grime, bugs, dirt, and snow, just use a little splash and be safe on the road. Splash, splash, splash. Apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. See safely on the road when you apply a little splash.
All right, the national anthem, now our starting lineup and our goaltenders for today. From Mahtomedi, Ben Dardis, the freshman, 8-2-1 on the season, a 1.60 goals against average, 4 shutouts, and a 91.7% save percentage. For Hermantown, it's Cole Manahan. He has played the majority of the games for the Hawks this year, 13-3-1, 1.76 goals against average, 3 shutouts, and a 92% save percentage. We'll have a ceremonial puck drop here before our contest begins. Again, number 1 versus number 3 in the staff polls for Youth Hockey Hub this week. Darian Goetz and Tommy Broughton on the ceremonial puck drop here. Mahtomedi has their bases covered. If you look at their helmets, they have the Minnesota Block M, and on their jerseys, the Michigan Block M. So one could expect that they, if Maryland played hockey, they might find a way to use that too, but you never know. Team's still lined up at the blue line. We weren't made aware of any special issue before the game here, but now we're ready to go. Hermantown breaks their huddle, and Pat Andrews, the head coach, of course the successor to a very long time and successful coach Bruce Plant here at Hermantown in his second season. Chad Huddle, a former Hermantown defenseman and former UMD Bulldog, is also one of his assistants. Tom Strelo, assistant coach for Mahtomedi over on the far side over there. Now we're ready to get this game underway. Hawks and Zephyrs. Should be a good one. Manahan in the goal to our left. And Ben Dardis in the goal to our right, number 32. And 33 respectively. Mahtomedi is in the home dark blue. Gold numerals. Hermantown is in their traditional school colors, the deep gold with dark blue breezers and thankfully names on their jerseys because those numbers might be a little tough to read at times. I ask you to bear with us. Ready to get this game underway here from Stillwater. Glad you're with us on the Youth Hockey Hub. Biondi and Dulac on the opening draw. Puck is down and we are underway. Comes to the near side and Goetz controls for Hermantown. Flips to center, played down by Biondi. And here comes Hermantown, Joey Pierce over the line. Rink wide pass to the near side. Here's a high slot opportunity and a shot gloved by the goaltender Dardis as Darian Goetz had the first decent chance of the game. So Hermantown wastes only 15 seconds before getting its first shot on goal. Hermantown's perhaps their biggest claim to fame out of many this year is that they did not lose to Minnetonka when they played them. The team that was ranked number 1 in Class AA for most of the season. Played with 3-all tie in Hermantown right around Christmas. And the Hawks control from the face-off. They ring it right to the near side boards. Picked up by Tommy Paradise, 24 in the left corner. Now behind the goal it goes, and the Zephyrs claim it with Connor Stoker, number 6. They feed the far side, and out they come to center. Dulac brings it over the line. Poke checked off his stick, and back to neutral it comes. Stoker defeated ahead, and he lost it to Goetz in the referee's crease right in front of the scorer's table. Now flipped into the Mahtomedi zone to the left. And back for it there is Begley. Swings it around to center. It's picked off and shot back in by Dowd, and we're going to get a stoppage and a face-off. That was our offside in so doing. 16:04 to play in the first, 56 seconds gone in a fairly big game here for bragging rights, if nothing else. Obviously, these teams not in the same section, but among two of the better Class A teams. Now they're moving the face-off back to center ice. And the puck down, Zephyrs control it. Noah Skillings plays it in. It takes a bump. They're starting to throw the weight around already here. Comes to the near side boards, and the puck is claimed there by Brady Baker for Hermantown. At center, Lund will shoot it on in. That'll round the boards, and Elliot Peterson chases after it for the Hawks, but he's headed off at the pass there. Now he does come up with the puck and feeds the left point. A shot and a glove catch again by Dardis, as he was tested that time by Jackson Lucia for Hermantown. And we'll get a face-off in the Mahtomedi zone. There's no shot board here, so we're going to have to wait for official announcements from the scorer's table to see how that particular battle goes. Face-off to the right of Dardis. And in the right corner, the Zephyrs have it. It's Joe Paradise. And now the Zephyrs will claim, and the Paradise brothers, of course, are grandchildren of Herb Brooks, the one and only. Here's Brady Baker over the line. His shot is deflected wide of the goal by Skillings to the near side corner. Dowd tries to hold the zone and can't, and it rolls back into the Hermantown zone to the right. Lucia will take it behind the goal. Fanned on it. Puck comes to the right edge. Here's a shot, and a quick save made. A backhanded attempt in front by Dylan Lallier, and that is headed off. First opportunity there for Cole Manahan to see some action. 2 minutes gone in the first period. Hermantown controls in their end as Mahtomedi finishes a line change. At center, a pass is tipped onto the stick of Drew Sams, number 16. He'll chase it in deep. He centers it. Dardis makes a save. Puck comes up the slot. Nicely done there as Goetz tried to play it around his man, and now it's knocked back into the Hermantown zone. And the Hawks will claim it there. Played ahead of the near side boards to Cole Antcliffe, 28. He can't get it out. Now played back deep into the Hermantown zone. Goetz behind the goal there. He lost possession. Cole McCarver, 16 for the Zephyrs, feeds the right point. And they'll flip it back down deep. Controlled there by Miller. He is stapled to the boards by Goetz. Players from both teams in there on a 4-car pileup trying to play out the puck. And now Mahtomedi does get possession. A deep centering pass blocked at the defense. And they try to get the puck over to Adam Johnson. And now it comes up the slot. Johnson again shoots, and that hit the defense and went wide. So the goaltender Manahan didn't have to make a stop. Now centered it, and a late arriving shoulder check by Antcliffe saved a scoring opportunity for Mahtomedi. And now Antcliffe down the far wing. He will take it in and play it behind the Mahtomedi goal where the Zephyrs will restore some order. They play up the near wing boards, and fanning on a pass was Miller. Carrying on and playing it in deep is McCarver for Mahtomedi as they make a line change. Pass up the middle, comes out to center, and here they come. This is Justin Thomas over the line. Thomas tried to slide a centering pass through, loose in the slot, and played to the near side boards. Out to center where Dowd plays it down with a glove for Hermantown. Over the line, Sam High will play it down behind the net. Chasing after it for the Hawks is Erickson, and he is taken in against the boards. They scrap for it there. Now out to center it comes. Dowd poke checks it away with a long reach, but carrying on is Dulac, and over the line they come. Dulac takes a unintentional drop pass from Hagstrom. We have a player in against the boards heavily. Referee's not interested, and behind the net. Puck comes to the near side. Hermantown controls it with Sams. Check that. 18 is Pierce. He'll play it ahead, and over the line they come. Justin Thomas couldn't reach it. Comes to the near side boards. And now rolls to center where Dowd will control it. He is taken in against the boards by Skillings for Mahtomedi. And now Hermantown back in. This is Pierce, and he had his pocket picked at the top of the left circle as the goaltender looks at it. And the puck comes out to center, back into the Hermantown zone where Sam High will claim. High in the right corner now will carry it out. He tries to pass to the slot. That's stolen away. Here's a weak shot by Tommy Paradise and a save made by Manahan. Off to the near boards. First shot on goal, I believe, for Mahtomedi in this one. And here's Dowd behind the net. Dowd does a spin move to try to play it past Joe Paradise. Puck comes to the near side boards, and Mahtomedi controls with McCarver. Left point, Skillings plays it ahead, stolen in front, and High trying to carry it out to the left side. He's tied up there by Lallier, and the puck goes to the far side boards as the teams sound defensively here in the early going. Here comes Pierce over the Mahtomedi line, through a screen, shoots, Dardis saves it, drops it, and falls on it. And we get a face-off in the Mahtomedi zone. 11:44 to go in the first period. 5 minutes, 16 seconds gone, and a scoreless tie here from the Stillwater Ice Arena. Stillwater Civic Center ready to get the play back underway. Face-off to the left of the Mahtomedi goal, and Ben Dardis. Puck comes to the near side boards from the face-off. Hawks trying to hold his own. Goetz. He played it ahead. It got off a stick and went over the glass and into the crowd on the near side. And not a bad crowd here on the Mahtomedi side of the rink. A good gathering here this afternoon. And face-off upcoming to the left of Dardis in the Mahtomedi zone. 11:38 to play in the first period. No score. And the Zephyrs poke it back behind the goal, but Hermantown's Ethan Lund trying to free up the puck. Comes out to center, and here comes Mahtomedi down the near wing. It's Pilarski. His pass is picked off by Goetz, who stepped in the passing lane. But carrying on for Mahtomedi is Joe Paradise. He takes it deep, centers it. There's a spinorama move in front, stolen away. And the Hawks come back with Elliot Peterson. Number 22, he's got a player on his left. Goetz over the line. Peterson puts on the extra move, but lost the puck. And they crash into the near side corner boards. Again, players from both teams going after it. And it rolls behind the goal, and Newbeck claims it for Mahtomedi. Trying to get away from the forechecker Lund. Now the puck comes up, and here's Lallier at center for Mahtomedi. Tried to thread a pass through. It's going to go the length, and that's an icing call against Mahtomedi with 10:48 to go in the first period. And I see now, yes, in fact, there are shots here on the shot board. I did not see that they had turned that on, and now the shots on goal in the first period are 4-2 for Hermantown. 10 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the first. Face off to the right of Dardis. And both centermen will be invited to watch this face off from elsewhere. Puck down. Hawks feed it up the middle, and High backs out to center to pick it up. High then plays it in on the right from his own side of center. No icing there. And now the Zephyrs control on the left side. They try to carry the puck out. Pionk playing it in, and if that name is familiar, it should be. Aaron Pionk, and of course Neil Pionk. Related to Neil, the defenseman for the New York Rangers. Now 10:22 to play in the first period. Puck along the near side boards. It comes out to center, and here's Stoker. Shot in by Tommy Broughton on the near side, number 14, as they go to the boards on the near side. It'll ring around with a far wall, and it's too far for Pionk. And now here's a pass to center. Antcliffe Tried to take it on his backhand and couldn't control it. Comes back deep into the left corner of the zone. Ancliffe throws the hit instead. And the Hawks will try to dig it out of the corner. Centering pass, a shot right on as Pionk got in. And he was stopped by Dardis. Now the puck comes up the high slot. Here's a shot right on. Rebound chance. And Dardis robs Pionk again. And a good opportunity for the Hawks there. It's been a good shift for them. Puck is fed to the left point. Here's a drive that goes off the stick of Ancliffe and wide. And they try to set up another scoring opportunity, the Hawks do, as they've had a good shift here with 3 shots, but Ben Dardis has had the answer all 3 times, and finally Mahtomedi ices the puck, so we'll get a face-off back deep in their zone to the left. 9.5 to play in the opening period. Shots now 7-2 for Hermantown, and it's a scoreless game, thanks in part to the fine play of freshman goaltender Ben Dardis. Puck down and the Zephyrs control. This is Skillings behind the goal. His centering pass intercepted and a shot right on to Dardis as Joey Pierce had his opportunity there. Hawks try to come out of the corner with it. And now Blake Biondi. And if his name's familiar, if you're a UMD fan, that's the Biondi family that produced Joey. Very good college hockey player as well for the Bulldogs. Puck comes to the left point. And Dowd will play it back behind the net. Pierce into the near corner. He scraps with Hagstrom for the puck. Still trying to fish it off the near half boards. And they do finally. Pierce plays it to the left of the goal, and Dardis will get a stoppage. With 8:43 to go as we come up on the halfway mark of the first period. Scoreless here in Stillwater. Face-off coming up to the left of Dardis, and it'll be Brady Baker on for Hermantown against Begley. The face-off comes onto the goaltender, and again Dardis has to plop the glove on it to get a stoppage. We remind you, FVP is a dominating lineup. Reach for what works with FVP oil, antifreeze, stay tuned, batteries, and more. Visit your local automotive shop, retailer for FVP products. Of course, we remind you to check out the 10 Minutes videos with Tony Scott, 10 Minutes of Mayhem, talking boys and girls hockey, usually with Peter Rodney. And you can catch that on the Youth Hockey Hub website, podcast at youthhockeyhub.com. On the far boards, Paradise plays it out to center, stolen away by Jackson Lucia, who turns along the far wall. Now played in. Here come the Zephyrs, and a pass in the skates of Pilarski, and he couldn't shoot. Back out to center it comes. Stoker will rink wide it in. Chasing after it behind the Hawks net now is Lucia with a better angle. They'll come out with a puck to the near side. And Lucia's tied up along the near wing boards. And the Hawks do dig it out. And here's Brady Baker. They come out 2-on-2. Baker over the Mahtomedi line. Poke checked away. Nicely done by the defenseman Stoker to the near boards. And they fall in. Puck comes to the right point. Peterson tried to play it down. Check that. It was 21 Sam High instead. And the Hawks center it. It goes over the top of the cage. Rolls to the near side boards. A drop pass to the point at High. They'll have to chase it all the way back in their zone to the right. And Manahan will sweep it around away from his defenseman to the far side. Now a centering pass is intercepted. And Mahtomedi had a player all alone in front of the goal as Pilarski was right there, had it connected. Now here come the Hawks back, and a shot deflected by the goaltender off the stick of Sam High, loose at the right edge, as moving pretty fast here in the early going. Zephyrs Metz behind the goal will bank it off the boards. Dowd at the right point will sweep it back in, but not far enough. Now Dowd has to rink wide it back in from center. Hawks have to tag up and chase, and they do with just over 7 minutes left in a scoreless first period. Here comes Mahtomedi. Pass to the right, and the Zephyrs on the break down the near wing. Pass to the near side. Here's Miller, and it was blocked before it could get to him. Now Hermantown coming back at center. And in the center circle, it's picked up by Sams. He'll play it in and chase after it himself. He and Newbeck will go to the boards behind the goal. And the Zephyrs will take care of business there. Metz will come out the right side, puts on the brakes, and will reverse to Newbeck. On the near side, back across the goal, behind it to Metz. And they'll try a middle breakout. That's stolen away, and a centering pass comes all the way through to the near sideboards. Opportunity for the Hawks dies for lack of someone to get on the end of that pass. And here's Dowd at his blue line. He'll rink wide. 6.5 left in the first period. Dowd has it. He lays it up the middle, and it is tipped into the zone by Antcliffe as he heads for the bench on a change. To the near corner it goes. Miller for Mahtomedi. Rink wides to the far side. That's turned back by Blake Biondi back in deep. And Puck will be set up behind the net by Dardis. Comes to the near side. Players from both teams digging after it, and the Hawks are able to come out with it. They feed the left point. Here's a shot right onto Dardis. Rebound swept in front. It's loose at the right edge, and a swipe there by Biondi came close. Now back to the Hawks zone the puck comes, and it's picked up there by Zach Carson, and Hermantown has had the better of the chances here in the first period. They've outshot Mahtomedi 10-2, and were it not for Dardis, could have put one or two home here in the early going. Puck banked to the right point of the Hermantown zone, now back in front. Swept to the near side by Carson, and out to center comes Pierce. Over the line, Biondi breaking for the slot. Tried to lay the pass through to him, and that was blocked by Skillings, the defenseman. And now it comes back into the Hermantown zone to the right, no icing. And back for it is Goetz in the right corner. They waved it off, 5:20 to play in the first period. Here's Pierce up the near wing for Hermantown. Pierce lays it to center, and over the line they come. This is Dowd with it, and he tries to center it, and it's picked off in front by Lallier, and now back comes Mahtomedi down the near wing. Paradise, that's Tommy Paradise, tried the toe drag, and he was ridden off by Goetz, but stayed with it, got the puck back. Paradise to his backhand. He takes a shot and missed the net to the left. Comes around to the near side boards, and Stoker crashing in. Now behind the goal, it's Goetz controlling for Hermantown. He has the puck in the left corner, laid it ahead, stolen by Pilarski at the blue line and plays it down deep. After it is Dylan Lallier for Mahtomedi. He centers it, and Pilarski could not take the pass cleanly. Pilarski to the near corner. He bounces off a hit by Sam High in the left corner. They both fall, and now the Hawks get possession along the far wall with 4:36 to go in the period. That's picked up at the center line by Lallier, and he shoots it back into the Hermantown zone. Rings the boards to the near side for High in the corner. He'll play it ahead, and it does come out to center. Trying to free it up there was Baker for Hermantown to no avail. And here comes Mahtomedi back in. Joe Paradise takes a drop pass, takes a shot, missed the net to the right as he worked with Pilarski in a little two-man game there. Now Hermantown along the near boards trying to come out with it, and unable to do so. A centering pass is picked up, and here's Joe Paradise closing in. He shoots, a save made by Manahan. Puck comes off to the left boards. That's a good shift there for the senior, Joe Paradise. Puck comes out to the right point, and Dulac has it. He takes a shot, and that's blocked. Hawks will get it, and they come out with numbers, but some of them are changing. And here's Baker over the line, leaves a drop pass. Pionk behind the back pass for Peterson, comes to the near side boards. And now behind the net. Nice play there by Neubeck to use his body to get between the puck and Aaron Pionk. And they'll scrum for it with 3:36 to go in the first period. Mahtomedi will dig it out. Outlet pass is blocked by Baker. One-time shot by Dowd that goes wide. Comes to the left point, and High controls. He takes the shot. Dardis makes the save there. As Hermantown getting shots, but now from mostly long range. And they're easy to see as Pionk throws it in front. Dardis blocked that one. Now it's played past Dowd the length of the ice back in the Hermantown zone. That will be icing on Mahtomedi with 3:11 to go in a first period that has been largely dominated by Hermantown, but Mahtomedi's had their moments. Neither team able to score, though. And we'll go back for a face-off to the left of the goaltender Ben Dardis. Puck comes right on to Dardis from the face-off, and he gets another stoppage, which took all of 2 seconds. Sams on the face-off for Hermantown. Puck comes to Dowd, clean face-off win. He threw it in front. It was deflected wide of the goal by Sams. He made no attempt to put it on goal. He wanted that shot to be tipped, and it was, but it was tipped just wide. Puck loose in the near corner as we're under 3 minutes left in the first period. And behind the goal, it's picked up by Skillings. Comes out the right side. Hermantown player fell at the left edge. And now it comes out to center. Hermantown gets possession, and Sams will backhand it forward and then get it right back off the defense. Dowd rink-wides it in from center. Chasing after it are the Hawks, but they clear to the line. And it's held in there by Thomas momentarily. Now the Zephyrs will play it out to center. And in the center circle, it's controlled there by Sams, who plays it back in. Play be to the left point in the Mahtomedi zone. Dowd through traffic takes a shot, didn't get there. And to the near side, Hermantown controls it. It's picked up by Pierce. And it goes into the netting. And we'll get a face-off outside, they're saying, as the player adjudged responsible was Pierce. Blake Biondi on the face-off for Hermantown against Dulac as the teams have their #1 lines out there. And Hermantown comes in. This is Justin Thomas in the circle. Tried to come in front and he couldn't control it. Here's a shot, and that's sticked away by the goaltender is Pierce. And a shot from about 30 feet. In the right corner, Thomas on the forecheck, but Mahtomedi will win the race to the puck. And this is Tommy Paradise on the near boards. He flips it forward, comes out to center, and Goetz will ride it right back in for Hermantown with 1:40 to play in the period. Tommy Paradise on the near boards. Hawks pressuring. Thomas unable to play it forward, and the Zephyrs come to center down the near wing. It's Hagstrom over the line, half a step. Hagstrom going in, and he goes down and was not able to get a shot on goal as Manahan stood his ground. The net has come off, and we'll get a face-off, and that'll come outside, I believe, with 1:23 to go in the first period. And we've got a penalty coming up on Hermantown, I believe. No, actually, Biondi was, thought he had been penalized. He tried to open the door to the penalty box, and the referee said, no, there's no penalty here, so. Face-off comes outside the blue line with 1:23 to go in a scoreless first period. Goetz controls for Hermantown. He plays it ahead, and it goes off a Mahtomedi player. Look out on the Hermantown bench as Joe Paradise got in the way of that rink-wide pass and wound up tipping it to the Hawks bench, and the Hermantown coaches, of which there are 6. I had to gotta be careful. Obviously, getting hit in the forehead by a puck is a great way to wreck your whole day. And face-off coming up with 1:19 to go in the period. It's picked up by Skillings for Mahtomedi. Shoots it in. Bouncing puck behind the goal is set up by Manahan. But Hermantown gives up the puck, and a little zone time for Mahtomedi. High clears it though to center, and here's a race for it back in the Mahtomedi zone. Skillings banks it off the near boards to center. It's tipped ahead, and here come the Zephyrs. Lallier over the line, 1 against 3. Now feeds the right, gonna drop pass, a shot right on, and a save made. And a good opportunity there, but Manahan had the opportunity. A little sneaky shot that was deflected a couple of times on its way to the goal. 45 seconds ago, goaltender out for a poke check, and claiming it there is Baker on the left boards. He plays it but not out. Here's a drive wide of the net by Broughton, and it comes to the near side boards as the Hawks try to carry it to center. They do. Here's Elliot Peterson over the line. He then sweeps it to the near side boards, looking for his teammate Ethan Lund. Puck in the left corner now as Skillings goes after it behind the goal. Puck fed over to the far side wall, picked up by Brady Baker, feeds the left point. Here's a shot saved by Dardis, and again they tried to sneak one through there from the point through Sam High, and actually did, but the goaltender had the answer. 13 seconds to go in the period. Hawks claim at center ice. They have an opportunity. Baker over the line, cuts to his right, takes a shot, rising all the way, and it goes over the glass and out of play. Face-off will come outside the blue line with 5 seconds left in the opening session here in Stillwater. Hermantown and Mahtomedi, number 1 and 3 in our Youth Hockey Hub staff polls this week. And they've called the face-off correctly outside the zone with 5 seconds to go. Hawks aren't happy with the placement of this face-off. Biondi wins the draw. Goetz from the face-off will backhand it across, and that'll do it for the first period here from Stillwater. We have no score between the Hermantown Hawks and the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Shots on goal in the first period favored Hermantown by a margin of 14-6. Before we leave you, we remind you that Splash Ice Melt Shaker Bags also sponsoring today's broadcast. Simply open and shake on surfaces where safety really matters. We are scoreless after 1 period. You're enjoying Hockey Night in Minnesota on Youth Hockey Hub, presented by FVP Parts.
Splash, apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. When your windshield's full of grime, bugs, dirt, and snow, just use a little splash and be safe on the road. Splash, splash, splash. Apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. See safely on the road when you apply a little splash.
What works? FVP Auto Parts work. Trusted, tested, selected. You know what works? FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP. Reach for what works.
Back in Stillwater for the second period, Hermantown and Mahtomedi are scoreless after one. Jeff Pappas with you with a call this afternoon. Delighted to have you with us here on the Youth Hockey Hub as part of Hockey Night in Minnesota, presented by FVP Parts. Again, the reminder, Youth Hockey Hub, at Youth Hockey Hub is your social media address to follow us on Twitter. Of course, podcasts at youthhockeyhub.com and the by now surely world famous 10-minute videos with Tony Scott and boys and girls hockey each week with Peter Rodney, and they have a lot to say, as you might expect. Check out the podcast on youthhockeyhub.com. We are ready to go with the second period. Teams now attacking towards their benches. And that means Mahtomedi will work left to right as we call the second period for you here from the St. Croix Ice Center. There we go. Hawks control in the opening faceoff, but it's shot into their zone by Stoker. And chasing after it is Darian Goetz behind the goal. He has trouble. Now feeds the left, and Thomas has to do a hard about to come out with the puck. Plays it out to center. Hawks get it, try to come down the near wing. High is sticked off the puck. And loose at center. It's played in by Pierce as he's rammed in against the boards by Hagstrom. Now here comes Mahtomedi down the near side. Hagstrom over the line. We have players tied up on the near boards. A shot right on and a save by Manahan. We have a lot of students standing along the near side boards, and it's very difficult to see what's going on in that corner. In the near side, there were two players tied up, but I couldn't tell you which two or even how it came out. So they're here to do their thing, and as such, we'll do the best we can. Face-off coming up to the left of the Hermantown goaltender Cole Manahan. Puck down, and the Hawks control it. Goetz feeds it around on the far side, and now they break out to center. Biondi over the line. Takes it in deep, centers it, and it's knocked away before it can get to the goaltender. Played along the near side boards and high at the left point. Through a screen, shoots and a glove catch by the goaltender Dardis, and a face-off coming up in his zone. Off to his right. 56 seconds gone in the first period. The first saw an advantage on the shot board for Hermantown of 14-6, and only one shot on goal so far, and that credited to Mahtomedi. Puck down. And here come the Zephyrs to center. Carrying on after a poke check is Adam Johnson over the line, and it's shot back in by Broughton, and it wings the boards, comes to the far side, and the Hawks will get possession there. Flipped to center, and High tried to go skate the stick and lost it, but carrying on is Jackson Lucia. Cuts to the slot, shoots, missed the net to the right. And behind the goal, the Zephyrs try to clean up their house, and here's a shot from the right circle by Lund that goes over the top. Dowd will play it down behind the goal, and the Hawks with some zone time offensively. Centering pass comes all the way through to Dowd. He pinched in, missed the puck. Baker helped him though. And the puck cleared off to the near side boards, where Lund will sweep it behind. And they all fall down there as a forechecker and forward collide with the defenseman. Puck shot into the Hermantown zone, rings the boards. Dowd on the far wall. And he will flip it to center. And it's relayed on in by Lund as Hermantown will get a change here. Coming up on 2 minutes gone in the second period. There's no score. Long pass tipped ahead, and here's a chance for the Zephyrs. This is Joe Paradise closing in, shot right on, and a tough save by Manahan on Pilarski. That's the toughest save he's had to make today. And it comes out to center. The Zephyrs will backhand it right back in through J.D. Metz. Good play by Manahan to hold his ground and make a big save for his team. Near circle, Pionk, and here he comes. He shoots it to center, skate to stick they come, and Baker over the line. He shoots, and a save by Dardis comes off to the near side boards. And now they'll try to hold the zone at the left point through Carson. Puck rolling towards him. He vacates the zone instead, and his forwards will have to help out. Here's a shuttering pass, and Ancliffe comes to the right point. Here's a shot deflected wide of the goal. Good shift for Hermantown here. Sharp angled shot comes off the defense, and the Zephyrs will give it away again. Having trouble there was Lallier, and now he plays it around on the right boards. And it comes out to Pilarski, who will play it to center. So Mahtomedi weathers the storm. Carson feeds the puck over to the right side, and it's shot in along the far wall, and Metz will claim it in the left corner for Mahtomedi. 3 minutes gone in the second period. Still no score here from Stillwater. Puck hits a broken stick at center, and now comes into the Hermantown zone. The goaltender dropped his stick. Centers, and he's playing without a stick. And The Hawks pick it up. Now we got a whistle. We have a penalty coming, a holding infraction, and it's going to put Mahtomedi on the power play. 13:47 to play in the second period. So at 3:13, the first penalty of the hockey game will be assessed against the Hawks. And the penalty is against one of their top players. Zach Carson goes to the penalty box in a faceoff. In the zone. And the Zephyrs have the first power play of the contest. This is Dulac with it. They have their first line out. Nikolai Dulac, top of the near circle. Gives it to Pilarski. Now back to Dulac, and then it was deflected away out to the right point, and he takes a stiff shot in against the boards by Thomas. Puck fed to the far circle, now to the high slot. Here's a drive, save, rebound. Picked up this as Thomas tries to clear it out of there and can't. But they do get some help and finally get the puck to center as Skillings will turn it back. Nice work there by Justin Thomas for Hermantown, trying to keep the Wolves at bay for a minute 21 to play in the power play. 13:05 to go in the second period. Skilling feeds the left, and here comes Mahtomedi. Hagstrom plays it to the boards. They'll try to work it out of the corner now. Pilarski forced behind the goal. He tries to center, loose chance on the left edge. A centering pass comes through. A good idea there for Dulac, but there was no one on the back end to hit the layup. And here is Thomas at center for Hermantown. They come out 2-on-2, and they'll carry it in. This is Blake Biondi, and he had the puck stripped away from him. Thomas throws a hit and finishes a check. Here comes Tommy Paradise in for Mahtomedi. His centering pass comes through to the near side boards. And the Hawks along the near side wall will try to play it down deep. Sam High gave it away, and Paradise comes in front. And it was poke check by the defense off his stick with 35 seconds to go on the power play. Now behind the net, Tommy Paradise has it for Mahtomedi. Still has it on his stick, sweeps it off to the left point. Broughton will play it back down, and the Hawks get possession and flip it the length of the ice rink wide to get some of the pressure off. 20 seconds in the power play, time for one more rush. 5 minutes gone in the second period. Broughton will play it rink wide to the far side. Paradise over the line. He is forced wide and finally behind the goal by Jackson Lucia. Puck comes to the left corner as we have 7 seconds of power play time remaining. Puck to the right side, and Paradise triggerman missed a shot to the left of the goal. Picked up now by L'Allier, and now the Hawks are back at full strength as Zach Carson steps on. Puck picked up at the right point, and now here's Paradise wheeling, trying to come in front. Drop pass to Begley, a shot, and that was deflected just wide. And they had the shot they wanted there, and it just failed to connect. Centering pass knocked off to the far boards, and Peterson will flip it for Hermantown, but again, they can't clear the zone. McCarver feeds the right corner, and now a pass goes past Carson all the way down the ice for an icing call. Hermantown needed a stoppage anyway. 11:15 to go in the second period, and the shot's now 16-11. That was a nice power play by Mahtomedi. Did everything but score, and they'll take the faceoff back in the Hermantown zone to the right of Cole Manahan. Dulac on as the first line is again on for Mahtomedi. Drew Sams took the face-off for Hermantown, and now the puck is banked out to center. And Pionk will try to play it ahead. Rolls into the Mahtomedi zone, and the Zephyrs get it. Tommy Paradise down the left wing. Over the line he comes. Left a drop, stolen away, and the Hawks will break out 2-on-2. This is Pionk over the line. Tries to cut to the slot, but then left a drop pass. And the trailer will get an opportunity. Thomas centers it loose, and Pionk, he could have gone skate the stick there, but had a backhanded opportunity as Dowd will flip it behind the goal, and it rings to the near side. Too tall for Sams there at the blue line, and now Sams will block an outlet pass. Here's Pionk trying to recenter the puck, and he was denied by Neubeck. Puck now behind the goal as the 11s go after it. Aaron Pionk and J.D. Metz. Puck comes to the near side boards, and the Zephyrs break out up the middle. Now to the near side they come. This is Hagstrom, and he is knocked off the play, and it's just long enough to create, well, actually the puck went over the glass and out of play. I don't know if they were whistled offside. Yes, the official on the near side had offside indicated, so we'll face off at neutral with 10:14 left in period number 2. Scoreless game, number 1 versus number 3 in the staff poll this week for Youth Hockey Hub as top-ranked Hermantown takes on third-ranked Mahtomedi as the Zephyrs will rink wide it in. Noah Skillings The right corner back behind the goal. It's Carson. Tries to feed the near side. Justin Thomas. And they'll get it right back behind the net. Goetz on the right side. The Hawks try it, and over skating the puck there. One of the Hermantown wings, and here's a turnover and a 3-on-2 in the zone. Low centering pass, and the goaltender makes one save. They score on the rebound, and knocking it in for Mahtomedi, I believe, is Pilarski. And the Zephyrs have grabbed the lead at 7 minutes and 11 seconds here of the second period. A turnover in the right corner of the Hermantown zone. They couldn't get their lines cleared, and it cost them the first goal of the game on a rebound. Manahan made the first save but could not make the second. And we'll get the announcement of the goal scoring momentarily, but it's 1-0 for Mahtomedi. We'll get the announcement. And so Lallier is being given credit for the goal, so my error there. And apologies to the young man. And now here's Goetz. Left a drop pass, and that was stolen away and played out to center, so the Hawks unable to get a shot from an opportunity between the dots, and that's unfortunate. 8th goal of the season for Dylan Ollier. Now here comes Hermantown over the line, and they'll play it back behind the goal. Now finally it's played past the defenseman high, and it comes all the way back in the Hawk zone, no icing. And 9 minutes to play in the second period. Thomas tried to lay it ahead, but Hermantown misfiring there. And the Zephyrs pick it up. Broughton feeds the right. Here's Adam Johnson down the near wing. His pass is too far for two line mates. Comes into High behind the Hermantown goal. High falls but pokes the puck to the near side where it's picked up by Thomas. And here come the Hawks back to center. Over the line they come. And it will roll on to Dardis, who will stick it out to center himself, where it's picked up by Brady Baker for the Hawks. Now played back in the left corner of their zone. Lucia will take it behind the net. Comes out the right side, and here comes Hermantown. Puck played ahead to the far side, and here comes Lund. Over the line, 1 against 3. Plays it around behind the net, and the Hawks get possession. It's Elliot Peterson centering it. Backhanded shot. Dardis, one save. Oh, a near chance there, and here's Lucia at the right point. He takes his shot, and that's blocked away with a blocker pad by Dardis. The freshman standing tall, and now a break down the near wing, and here comes Adam Johnson. And it's actually, he can't catch up to the puck, so it's going to be icing on Mahtomedi. He'll take a face-off back in their zone with 8 minutes left in the second period. Past the halfway point of regulation now, and it's a 1-0 game on a goal for senior forward Dylan Ollier. And it's going to be a face-off in the Mahtomedi zone to the right. And the puck is played past Lucia back into the Hermantown zone. There's a race for it, 1 against 2, as his defense partner Sam High trying to help him out. Loose in the near corner. Mahtomedi with that little extra zip in their step after scoring the game's first goal. Now the Hawks will break out up the near wing and play at the center. Here they come. This is Elliot Peterson. He takes a shot. Dardis saves, rebound, and he stopped him again once and twice. So some nice work there by Ben Dardis, and Elliot Peterson is turned away as he tries to get this game tied for Hermantown. Mahtomedi leads at 1-0. Still 7:34 to play in the second period. Puck down, and Mahtomedi controls. Here's Carson shooting, and that goes off the defender and wide to the near side. Dulac out to challenge that shot, and he tipped it wide of the goal. Now it's played back out to center. Here's a race for it. Carson will claim it at the right point and backhand it to center. It's loose at neutral there, trying to pick it up and play it in was Tommy Paradise. And now Dowd behind the Hermantown goal puts on the brakes, but gets the puck to Carson on the left. And they try the middle this time. Now a saucer pass to the left, and here's Pionk over the line. Pionk is forced wide of the boards, lost possession of the puck, which rolls out to center. Carson swipes at it and shoots it back in, waits for Pionk to get back on side. And now the Zephyrs will claim it at center, play it deep into the Hermantown zone to the left. And the goaltender will set it up for Dowd behind the goal. 6:44 to go in the second period. And it's shot back into the Hawk zone, and Carson will pick it up in front of his net. Carson got past one, now plays it over the line, and it comes right back out. Mahtomedi 3-on-2 if they hurry. And this is Paradise. Joe Paradise over the line. His centering pass is deflected over the top of the cage by Dowd. And now the Zephyrs come to the right edge and try to center it through Paradise. Puck comes to the right point and is picked up by Begley. Wyatt Begley now knocks it over to the left corner, and it's Stoker playing it behind the net. 6:14 to go in the second period. Zephyrs on top 1-0. A backhanded centering pass in front, trying to free up space for Lallier, who has the goal in this game. And now it's flipped between the point men and come all the way back in their zone to the right, and they wave off the icing. Hermantown gets a change, under 6 minutes to play in the second period. And Pierce plays it in. Here comes Biondi in the circle, tried to center it, deflected, and here's Pilarski back, and Hermantown has forwards trapped. Now they play it in, but boy, what a hustle play by Blake Biondi to get back and cover up. Now puck is loose in the left corner. Hawks can't find it, and now it's Pierce claiming it to go back behind his net with under 6 minutes to play in period number 2. They try the near side now, and Pierce plays it to center. Here's Biondi over the line. He comes, he's poke checked off his stick, and it rolls right back out to center. Backhanded flip back in by Goetz. And behind the net, it is Tommy Broughton controlling for Mahtomedi, and now he gives it away. A centering pass, Hawks shoot, and what a stop! Follow-up! And 2 opportunities there. Dardis made the save. A couple of good saves. The last one on Sams. Here's Lucia playing it over to the right point. Hawks buzzing now. A pass too far on the near wing for Biondi. You couldn't control it, but that line, Biondi, Joey Pearson, Justin Thomas having a really good shift. But the Hawks still haven't been able to tie it yet. Here's Hagstrom over the line. He centers it, and it's intercepted by the Hawks. And a giveaway in their zone again. Tommy Paradise is forced wide. Under 5 minutes to go in the period. And the Hawks claim it. Here they come. Pass played ahead has been a long shift for that line. And now as Brady Baker falls, trying to go after a centering pass, they'll be able to finish their line change. Here's Peterson at his blue line, and back he comes 1 against 3. Peterson over the Mahtomedi line, closing in. He shoots. He missed the net to the left. Dardis probably had the angle covered there anyway. 4:18 to go in the period. Lucia at the left point. Throws it in front. Peterson follow-up, and that didn't get through. Peterson again gets the rebound. Centers from deep, and it comes to the left point. And Lucia can't hold it in. The Hawks have to reset. Picked up by Sam High, who will play it right back in. And now the Zephyrs will clear it around on the near boards. It's going to go the length of the ice, and that'll be icing on Mahtomedi with 3:56 left. In the second period, Mahtomedi, despite being outshot 21-13, leads 1-0. Well, face-off coming up to the right of Ben Dardis, who has been good. Made 21 stops in this game. And now Sams went for a skate. Thought he'd been tossed out, but evidently not. Puck in the right corner, played around on the near side by Begley. It'll come to the right point. Here's a shot by Dowd, bouncing. And the Hawks trying to muscle their way in front. Can't do it. And here's Millard on the far side. He lost it off a broken stick at center ice. It's dropped back by Ancliffe. And now Hermantown will regroup. 3:39 left in the second period. They'll play to the right. Ancliffe chasing it down. He and Connor Stoker. And now Stoker peels off, and Ancliffe centers it, and a chance in front is off the defense. Again, Mahtomedi sound in front of their goal, and back come the Zephyrs. Puck played ahead by Miller into the zone. And it comes to the left side, and there's a hit thrown by Goetz in the corner against Adam Johnson. They wrestle for the puck. Puck comes out, and a centering pass by McCarver. It comes up the slot. Here's a chance, a shot, and it didn't get through. Broughton had an opportunity, and now Hermantown with a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Over the line they come. Centering pass, and trying to spin and shoot there was Goetz, and he was unable to control it. Zephyrs back in over the line. Puck bouncing, and the attacker fell on the near side as the puck was on the stick of McCarver, and he couldn't make anything happen with it. Hawks have it and drag it in front of their goal with under 3 minutes to go. Now they'll shoot it ahead into the Mahtomedi zone, and it will come on goal, and it's picked up there by Broughton, who swings around on the left side for Mahtomedi. Puck now behind their goal. Hawks looking to steal an outlet pass and make something happen here. As poking away at it there was Joey Pierce. Puck loose along the corner boards and back behind the net. Broughton will come out on the left side. 2:23 to go in the period. It's played out to center, and the Hawks bring it back in. Delayed offside coming, but they tag. And now here comes Pilarski over the line, and he lost it trying to get past Blake Biondi. It's in the right corner. Now Biondi behind the net, feeds the near circle for Thomas. Hawks try to break out through the middle, and a half chance there for Joey Pierce, but an adroit play defensively by Hagstrom is able to knock that puck away and prevent a breakaway situation. Hawks get it to the near blue. Thomas plays it ahead to center where it's claimed by Broughton, and now played ahead down the near side and into the Hermantown zone to the left. Back behind the net, Sam High. Minute 45 to go in the second period. Thomas, his outlet pass is blocked. Newbeck on the near side tried to drop it to the point. Hawks get possession momentarily through Blake Biondi. Plays to center, and here's Thomas. Pass to the right. Over the line comes Pierce. He takes the shot, and a save by Dardis, and he knocks it out of play with a minute 29 to go in the second period. A 1-0 game for Mahtomedi, and a faceoff coming up in the Zephyrs zone. So far, Hermantown has made one mistake in their defensive zone, and it's cost them a goal. They were unable to break out, turned the puck over in their zone, and had an odd man rush against them. And that was that. It's 1-0. Hagstrom takes a heavy hit in against the boards. And it comes out to center. Hawks control with 80 seconds left in the period. Pass on the left wing. And here comes Baker over the line. Baker in the high slot. Here's a shot. Dardis with an easy stop on Goetz. And the puck comes to the near side boards. Comes out to center, and Lucia will track after it along with Goetz, who will bank it off the wall. Really to an open wing. Metz swings it back into the Hermantown zone to the right. It'll go back deep into the corner. No icing called. Oh, that's a big hit there thrown by Jackson Lucia. The player was falling as he was going into the boards, and Lucia finished him, and there's going to be a penalty there, and this could be a big one. We'll see what they call. Cross-checking is indicated, and it comes at 16 minutes and 5 seconds, and Mahtomedi will get another power play. And it is a minor penalty up against Lucia. And Mahtomedi will get their second power play. If they don't score here in 55, it'll carry over into the third. Puck comes to the left point, and they'll work it around. Here's Skillings at the right. Skillings across to the left side. Gets it back on a return. Now feeds the near circle. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Here's a shot right on, and a save by Manahan off Pilarski. Gets it back in the circle. Pilarski high in the slot to Skillings. One-timer from the circle, and that goes wide. And the Karem's going to come all the way back in the Mahtomedi zone with 28 seconds to go in the period. And that was decent opportunity for Mahtomedi, but they're unable to get the puck on goal, and now it's played off to the right side boards by Pierce, who will carry it to center. He's got a player on his left. Pierce over the line takes a shot, and a save by Dardis with the blocker. To the near boards with 6 seconds to play. And now one more chance for Mahtomedi. Down the near wing comes Dulac, and that's the end of the second period. Our score after one is Mahtomedi 1, Hermantown nothing. Shots in the second period. Hermantown had 10, two-period total of 24. Mahtomedi had 8, two-period total of 14, but the only goal, Dylan Allier scoring at 7:11 of the second period. We remind you, FVP has a dominating lineup. Reach for what works with FVP oil, antifreeze, stay tuned, batteries, and more. Visit your local automotive shop or retailer for FVP products. We're also brought to you by Splash Ice Melt Shaker Bags. Simply open and shake on surfaces where safety really matters. 2 periods in the books, and Mahtomedi leads Hermantown 1-0. You're enjoying Hockey Night in Minnesota on Youth Hockey Hub, presented by FVP Parts.
You know what works? FVP Auto Parts work. Trusted, tested, selected. You know what works? FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP. Reach for what works.
Splash, splash, apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. When your windshield's full of grime, bugs, dirt, and snow, just use a little splash and be safe on the road. Splash, 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 apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. See safely on the road when you apply a little splash.
Back in Stillwater, ready for the third period. Mahtomedi and Hermantown. The Zephyrs lead the Hawks 1-0. Looking at upcoming schedules for these teams. For Mahtomedi, they have 5 games left after today. They're at St. Thomas Academy on Tuesday. Then on Saturday, they host St. Cloud Cathedral here at the St. Croix Rec Center. And then Stillwater in a game that is home ice to both teams. On February the 11th, they're at Breck on the 14th. And then they close the regular season against Roseville at home on the 16th. Hermantown, after today's game, they're in the middle, the exact middle of a 6-game road swing. They have 3 more on the road at Superior, at Evelyn Gilbert, at Bemidji on the 5th, 8th, and 9th. Then they're home against Virginia Mountain Iron Buell in a section game on the 11th. Then they're at Cloquet Esco Carleton on the 13th, and Grand Rapids at home on the 14th of February to close out their regular season. And, some interesting games for the Hawks on their schedule, particularly their last 2. Of course, Grand Rapids reloading after state championship a couple years ago, and a Cloquet team that had a number of seniors on it that was a section champion in Bantams, and they were very high on that team. And they're 11-9 so far, and really haven't played up to their potential. But that's a sleeper team potentially in the Section 7 AA playoffs, if those players return to their form that they have exhibited pretty much throughout their high school careers. Ready to go here with the start of the third period. Pilarski on the faceoff for Mahtomedi. And Brady Baker's line will start the third period, but then again they are killing off a penalty for 1:05. So they have the defensive-minded players out there as Mahtomedi controls. Working power play here, their second of the game, and it's immediately golfed all the way down the ice and on goal. And my goodness, Dardis had to be quick there, and he sticked it over the glass and out of play. As Indy O'Dowd, the defenseman, shot the puck from his own blue line and put it on goal with something on it. Face-off controlled by Mahtomedi. Ben Dardis, the freshman goaltender, has made 25 saves today. Some of them difficult. Now the Zephyrs will set up their power play with 40 seconds remaining of man advantage time. High in the slot, Dulac takes the shot, didn't get through. Comes to the boards on the far side, Pilarski behind the Hermantown net looking for space. Swings it around on the boards to the right side where Skillings has it. And now on the far board, Dulac. Skillings winds, fires, deflected over the top. Bouncing puck to the far boards, Dulac picks it up there. 17 on the power play, comes to the left edge, and the goaltender Cole Manahan gets the glove on it and makes a stop to get a face-off. 16 seconds of power play remaining, 16:10 to play in the third period. Jeff Pappas with you from Stillwater, the St. Croix Rec Center. A nice facility here, home ice for the Stillwater area teams as well. Puck down, puck comes up the slot, and Dulac has it, and he fanned on it. Feeds the puck over to the far boards. 9 seconds of power play time remaining, and Hermantown's Pierce has it along the wall. Now it's shot all the way down the ice rink wide, and that will do it for Hermantown's second penalty of the day. And Broughton behind the goal as Lucia steps on. Hermantown is at full strength. And trying to get over the boards on the far side, Lucia. He's hoping nobody saw that. He meant to do it, but he tried to climb over the boards and wound up doing a header and a face plant in front of his own bench, just trying to get off the ice. And so he's taking some friendly abuse from his teammates there for that. Face-off comes outside the blue line. And 15:46 to play. Puck comes back to Broughton, and he'll bring it back into the Mahtomedi zone. Zephyrs hanging out of that 1-0 lead. And now Hagstrom tries the right side, banks it to center. Broken up there and shot back in by Thomas. As they play catch at neutral ice, shoot it into the Hermantown zone to the left. Goaltender Manahan sets it up, and it's Dowd behind the goal. Plays it over to the left side boards. Bouncing. Dowd throws a hit. And the Hawks will come out to center. Here's Pierce. Over the Mahtomedi line, he winds and fires, and he missed the net wide to the right, but not by a whole lot. Hawks hold the zone. Playing it back behind the Mahtomedi goal. Biondi in there for the Hawks, trying to dig it out. And now stolen away. Here come the Zephyrs back. To the Hermantown line it comes, and Carson backing up, plays the puck to the high slot, and the Hawks will get possession through Biondi along the far wall. Biondi lays it ahead. Here comes Hermantown. Through center, this is Erickson. He whistles a shot and missed the net to the right. Now Mahtomedi back with it. 14.5 minutes to play. And Baker breaks up a rush and shoots it back into the Zephyrs zone. Dardis sets it up, comes back behind the goal. Bagley with it, feeds the near side, and the puck played into the Hermantown zone to the right. That'll be icing. And we'll go back. 2:41 gone in the third period. Shots 25-15 for Hermantown. After the game, the FVP MVP, of course, which reminds me, FVP has a dominating lineup. Reach for what works with FVP oil, antifreeze, stay tuned, batteries, and more. Visit your local automotive shop or retailer for FVP products, and also by Splash Ice Melt. Shaker bags, simply open and shake on surfaces where safety really matters. Face off to the left of Dardis, and the Zephyrs control. It's behind the net. Bagley controlling. Play to the left point. Hawks trying to disrupt. And right along the blue line, it runs out to center as Lund over to Goetz, now to the far side, and this is Lucia. Now Lucia takes a bump as he shoots it into the Mahtomedi zone to the left. Hawks trying to work their system here and dig the puck out of the corner. And it's held in on the line by Goetz. Here's Lucia shooting right on, and Dardis makes the save. And a face-off coming up. Now we'll get face-off coming up in the Mahtomedi zone. Both teams will change lines. Face-off coming up to the right of Ben Dardis. Comes to the right of the goal. Metz plays it around behind. We got a whistle and the nets come off, so we'll get a stoppage. 13:42 left. And the faceoff is coming outside, so they're saying the Hawks are responsible for the stoppage of play. Faceoff pulled past Dowd. He comes back for it, feeds the left side. It's Carson shooting it ahead. Rink wides to the near corner, and hustling after it there was Antcliffe, unable to get to it. Played back behind the goal. Karam played. Pionk goes after it, and he goes along with Neubeck to the boards. And Pionk won the battle. Puck comes to the left point. Here's a shot that's deflected in front before Cole Antcliffe could get to it. Now Pilarski plays around on the boards. It falls down off the dasher. Joe Paradise tries the near side. And out to center it comes. Shot into the Hermantown zone to the right. Manahan will set it up, and he'll let Sam High play it over to the far boards where Pionk controls it. One touch, and it's tipped to center. Sams can't control it, but Pionk gets it back along the boards in front of his bench. And now Hermantown will try the middle, and this is Sam High over the line. High takes a shot. Dardis saved, but left a rebound that was controlled by Broughton, and now the puck comes to the far side boards. The Hawks come in, and they're offside at the blue line. They were onside, then offside, put themselves offside as they controlled the puck over the line and then brought it back out in an attempt to stick handle by accident. We'll get a face-off at neutral ice with 12:39 left in the third period. Jeff Pappas with you from the St. Croix Ice Center. And Mahtomedi holding a 1-0 lead on top-ranked Hermantown. Hawks get possession. Goetz will shoot it in. And a glove catch by Dardis, and I believe it was going wide of the net anyway. He will concede the defensive zone face-off and will draw to his left. Dardis, it's hard to argue with the results that he's had in his freshman season for Mahtomedi. He has been splitting time with John Poyer for most of the year, but he's been very good. Here's a centering pass. Thomas is stopped from in close. Dardis with a 1.6 goals against average and 4 shutouts, and if they shut out the number 1 team in the state on home ice, that's a real feather in that young man's cap. Now the Zephyrs come in over the line. A pass a little too far for Hagstrom. Claimed behind the goal by Zach Carson. Hawks can't get anything going in neutral, and it's swung right back in deep by Hagstrom. Mahtomedy's getting the puck deep. Now behind the net, a centering pass comes to the boards, and Goats try to play it out. A centering pass comes all the way through, and Hagstrom, I don't think, was looking for that until the last moment. And now it's played down by Dulac off to the right side boards. Tommy Paradise. Centering pass hits the side of the net. Now behind the net, it's centered. Here's a chance in front, and a good stop by Cole Manahan on Hagstrom. And now they're buzzing here at Dulac as they smell blood in the water. Centering pass comes behind the net as Carson dragged it there for safety. Now the Hawks break out at center, and here they come. This is Biondi over the line, and then he is poke-checked off the puck by Tommy Broughton, and now from his knees, Biondi centers it. Nobody home, and Tommy Paradise will claim it for Mahtomedi. Back come the Zephyrs to center. Loose puck now running along the blue line. Hawks come in. Biondi with a man in front. Biondi shoots. Dardis saves. Rebound flipped just wide of the goal by Pierce rather, excuse me. And now to the right point, the Hawks control. And now this is High closing, and he scores! High in the slot, and Hermantown has tied the game at 6 minutes and 3 seconds. Sam High takes the shot. Whether it was deflected or not, we don't know. I don't believe it was. And Hermantown has this one tied up. 6 minutes and 3 seconds. And if that is, in fact, High's goal, I believe it will be. That'll be his 7th of the season. Top scoring defenseman on the team. It is High's goal. And Biondi gets an assist, as does Pierce, from what I'm hearing. But Hermantown has the game tied at 1. 10 minutes and 30 seconds to play in regulation time now, we can say. And the Hawks will break out down the near wing. Puck rolling ahead, and Elliot Peterson is over the line. He takes a shot. Dardis makes the save, and Stoker steers it behind the goal for the Zephyrs, who break out 3-on-2. And a step up there by High, and that was able to knock the forward off his stroke. Puck played and rolls to center, and here comes Peterson down the wing. He is 1 against 3. He doesn't have numbers. He takes a check from behind, and the Hermantown bench wants a penalty, and they're not going to get one. Begley swings it around on the left side, and the Zephyrs will come out to center. They break over the line. Here's a shot that sails wide of the goal off Joe Paradise's stick. Puck now to the left boards, and it's relayed on out to center. Picked up and carried over the line offside by Aiden Dowd. Indio Dowd also on this team, number 6 and number 44. First shift of the day for Aiden Dowd. And we'll get a face-off outside the blue line. And now the referee is being asked by Patrick Andrews why there was not a checking from behind call there. And I think he's got a beef. But no penalty. And a face-off coming up. Sams on the draw for Hermantown. And it's shot in by Antcliffe, and now back come the Zephyrs out. Puck is flipped by Indio Dowd all the way back into the Mahtomedi zone, and Neubeck tries rink wide to the near side. Now played down out of the air, and it's Aiden Dowd playing it ahead. Here comes Antcliffe, pass to the left side, and the Hawks pick it up right in front of the Mahtomedi bench, and it's Lucia over the line. He is erased along the boards on a solid shot. Now Neubeck throws a hit, comes in front, and the goaltender has to make a play on it. Puck comes to the near side boards, and finally out to center. Goats the defender as Pilarski plays it ahead and got it past him. Pilarski will take it behind the net. Goats watches him, finishes him with a hip check along the end boards. And the puck rolls to center, and here comes Antcliffe. Cole Antcliffe carries it over the line but lost it. Now a pass. Hermantown's caught on a change, and here comes Dulac. He's closing in, and he's stopped by Manahan. Puck to the left boards, and Indigo Dowd picks it up and plays it to center. Nice, good end-to-end stuff, and now a High hit, and High is down along with Corey Pilarski, and we're going to get an interference penalty. And Hermantown will get their first power play of the game at exactly halfway through the second period. High is down, interference penalty against Mahtomedi, And with 8.5 minutes to play in the game, the Hawks go to the power play for the first time. And heading to the box for Mahtomedi is Corey Pilarski. Hermantown's first power play. And the faceoff will come in the Mahtomedi zone to the left of goaltender Ben Dardis. Next broadcast for us on the Youth Hockey Hub will be Thursday night from Lakeville. We'll have the Duluth East Greyhounds taking on Lakeville North. Should be a good matchup. Of course, everyone knows the history between those two teams. Face-off controlled by the Zephyrs, but only momentarily. Hawks will set up a power play if they can get possession for the first time in the game. Comes to the right point. Here's Lucia. High in the slot, feeds the near circle. And the Hawks will work it around. Chasing after it is Ethan Lund, and now it comes out to center, and here's a partial break. Lallier, he's got half a step, and he is finally knocked off. Centers it, and the net has come off as the Hermantown player that was defending against a potential back pass was knocked into the post by the Mahtomedi attacker. The face-off is being called outside, I think. Let's see where they... No, they are going to take it inside. Well, the Hermantown player knocked the net off the magnets, but he was tied up with the Mahtomedi trailing attacker. So a face-off coming up to the right of Cole Manahan. And the face-off, puck to the left corner in the Hermantown zone, and the Hawks will set it up. Under 8 minutes to play. And now the Hawks will try the near side and come out. They have a 3-on-2. This is Biondi over the line, and they're offside. So a face-off coming back at neutral with a minute 19 to go, as just a hair too early was Joey Pierce over the line. It was a good call. It was just a shade offside and very tight. 7:48 to go. 1-1 tie here in the third period. Hermantown has played some pretty good third periods this season, especially against Minnetonka, trailing 3-0 at home to the Skippers. They rallied for 3 in the third period and got a 3-3 tie about 3 weeks ago. Puck shot into the Mahtomedi zone, rings the boards to the far side. Crashing after it there is Justin Thomas. He'll play it behind the goal, and Stoker sidesteps a check, going to be held in at the right point. And Hermantown will set it up. Pierce, Thomas, high in the slot, back to Thomas. In the right circle, and Hermantown will look for an opening. 54 seconds. Here's Thomas. Rink wide pass to the left. One-timer. Here's a drive, and it goes wide off the stick of Sam High. As now picked up and centered to the near side. Thomas waits for a chance to control that puck, and then his shot hit the defender. Thomas is picked up by High in the slot. Thomas in the near circle, fanned on it, got the defender to the ice. Back to High in the center point. Off to the left, they try that pass in the middle, and Biondi's shot was blocked. Cleared, but only as far as High. Thomas in the slot. Biondi took a shot that went off the defense and wide. Good pressure by Hermantown, but the puck comes out to center, and now High with a shoulder check knocks a player down, and back come the Hawks. Here they come. It's Biondi over the line. Biondi centers it, and it comes all the way back in the Hermantown zone. 10 seconds in the power play. 6:36 to go. Long pass from the goaltender out to Blake Biondi, who will backtrack into his zone as Mahtomedi comes back to full strength. High and Thomas ran into each other at neutral ice there, and they couldn't get a rush started. Here's Dulac back for Mahtomedi with 6:20 left in regulation. Pass on the wrong side of Pierce, comes all the way down the ice. That'll be icing on Hermantown. And we'll have a face-off back in their zone. 6 minutes, 16 seconds to play in regulation time. 1-1 the score. Allier for Mahtomedi and Sam High for Hermantown. Two good teams going at it here. And a face-off coming up to the right of Cole Manahan. It's Dylan Allier on for the face-off for Mahtomedi against Baker for Hermantown. Baker takes his opposing centerman in against the boards. Puck along the near side corner board. Zach Carson for Hermantown trying to dig it out. And it's along the half wall. Couldn't tell you who has it. As Joe Paradise You can't see all the students standing down there. You can't see through those people along the boards on that side. So do please bear with us there. Now it comes in front. Passed ahead, and here comes Hermantown's Ethan Lund to the right side. Peterson over the Mahtomedi line. Leaves a drop pass. Lund shoots, and it's over the cage on the right side. Chasing after the carom is Baker along the half wall. Plays it down. The Hawks get possession. Here's a shot by Peterson and a pad save by the goaltender, Dardis, behind the goal. Hermantown buzzing again. A centering pass. Here's a shot off the, might have hit the post as Baker was set up in the slot. He was all alone. Puck comes all the way down the ice into the Hermantown zone to the left, and no icing called. 5:20 to play in regulation time. Pass not controlled cleanly by Lund at center, and now played back in the Hermantown zone to the left, and chasing after it is Zach Carson in the corner. Carson will lay it up the boards, and it's picked off by Miller. Tried to come in front beside the net, and hugging the left post, Manahan made the save. And he gets a stoppage with 5:03 left in the third period, and of course now is when the pushing and shoving starts. The Hermantown goal has come off, and I'll reset that before we have a face-off in the Hermantown zone. It's 5 minutes and 3 seconds to play. In regulation time, 1-1 the score. Face off to the left of Manahan. Hawks control it. They'll play it around on the near side. Too far for Antcliffe, but it comes out to center. And then Metz's pass is blocked back into the Zephyrs zone, and they have to regroup. Lucia off to the near side for Hermantown. Puck tipped into the zone by number 6, Aiden Dowd. And now the Zephyrs will break out through the middle. Puck played into the zone by Michael Miller. It'll run the boards behind the net. Goaltender sets it up to the near side. 4.5 minutes to play. Hawks player goes down behind the net. And Zephyrs try to work it out of the corner. Backhanded shot goes wide by a matter of just an inch or two. Adam Johnson with a great chance there. Play in the left corner of the zone. It comes out to center. And Goetz will shoot it right back into the zone, rink wide. Begley for Mahtomedi plays it ahead to center, and it's relayed in by Hagstrom. And the carom off the end boards will be played by Manahan to get a stoppage with 3:58 left. Biondi and Dulac on the face-off. And Hermantown just had a shift with its fourth line out there, so some rest for their top players as Biondi plays it to the near side. Now here they come through center. It's poke checked off his stick, but carrying on is Pierce, and then he lost possession and has to circle back for it. Pierce plays it to center, played down off the carom by Dulac, who rink wides it back into the Hawks zone. High, who has their goal behind the net, plays it to the far side. Thomas ahead to Biondi. And now he lays it ahead to Joey Pierce over the line. Pierce is stood up there and swung wide by Polarski, but a centering pass for Biondi and a point-blank chance. Second shot goes behind the net. Good opportunity there. Tommy Paradise in the near side plays it ahead. It goes past Dowd and comes all the way down the ice for an icing call on the Zephyrs with 3:12 left in regulation and a 1-1 tie. This has been a good one. Shots 33-17 for Hermantown. Sam High with a goal for Hermantown at 6:03 of the third period. Has got us tied up. Now the Zephyrs will come to center. And they lay it ahead. Here's Lallier with their leading their rush. Pass to the near side. Broughton now feeds the near circle. Shot by, oh my goodness, through a screen by Joe Paradise, and a nice save by Cole Manahan, who saw that through traffic and was able to make the save and not allow a rebound. The face-off coming up in the Hawk zone. We're down to 2:53 left. Face off. And the Hawks win it and play it out to center. Broughton plays it right back into the Hermantown zone. Manahan missed the cutoff. And the Hawks get possession with 2:40 left. Pass to center, it's Peterson. And he was not able to track it down. At neutral ice, well, there's an open ice hit by Pilarski. Thrown against Ethan Lund. Lost his stick in the whole shooting match. Now Skillings works towards center point. Plays to the left corner, Dowd after it. That is Indio Dowd. Loose at the right edge, and now the Hawks will try up the middle. And here is Brady Baker, 2 against 2. Baker over the line, man breaking for the slot. Baker then tries to step around the defenseman Broughton, and now he comes to grief in the right corner as he is erased off the play, and the Zephyrs with 2 minutes to go in regulation time will bring it back. Played ahead by Allier, but it's from his own side of center, and that's icing. It'll come back and into the Mahtomedi zone for a face-off with 1:55 left in regulation time. Face-off coming up to the left of Dardis. Goetz shoots, missed the net. Tear him off the inboards for Biondi. And play is whistled down. And I think they're going to take a face-off outside here. They have a violation, perhaps in the crease. Face-off coming up. 1:49 to play. And it's Biondi and Dulac on the face-off. Goetz controls from the red line. He'll shoot it right back in. Chasing after it is Pierce for Hermantown. Now Biondi on the wing board shoots. He had the goaltender reaching, and a rebound is shot wide. Now Thomas behind the goal. Puck fed to Goetz at the right point. Through a screen, and Dardis with a split save. And he puts the glove on it to get a stoppage with 1:31 left. Some good stuff. But the Hawks are putting on more pressure. They've now opened up a 34-18 lead on the shot board. Watch the procedure where Pierce will draw for Hermantown. And the puck is controlled by Tommy Paradise. It comes to center. And now Goetz will backhand it right back into the Mahtomedi zone. Broughton lays it ahead. It comes down out of the air. Goetz in front of his bench will play to the near side boards with 1:15 to go. Pierce over the line. Pierce shoots, and Dardis reaching there, but it was over the top. And now here comes Mahtomedi. Poke checked away by Lucia at the blue line, and now a hit thrown by Sam High in against the boards. Now High is tied up with a Mahtomedi player. The Zephyrs come out of the zone. It's loose at the left edge. Hawks lost a little discipline there. Went for the body instead of the puck in that instance and left it in front of their cage. Here they come. This is Pierce shooting, and he missed the net to the left. We have less than a minute to go in regulation, and here come the Zephyrs. Pass to the right boards, poke checked away neatly, and the Zephyrs will pick it up and carry it back in. Pilarski had it knocked off his stick, and here comes Goetz for Hermantown. Over the line, looking for Biondi, couldn't get it to him. Puck loose in the slot, fed to the far side. Here's Leali. It's a 3-on-1, a pass ahead. Pilarski, half a step, he's going in on goal. Pilarski shoots, and a save made by Manahan, who stood his ground. 19 seconds to go. From the right point, a centering pass picked off, and the Hawks come back. And they will get the puck ahead. It's played between the feet of their player Biondi. No icing, Biondi in deep. 6 seconds to go. Biondi centers. It came up the slot, and it's picked up now by Leallier with 2-1, and we go to overtime. And Leallier is shoved in against the boards hard as the period ends. Now he exchanges shoves with the Hermantown player that did that. I believe it was Aaron Pionk. No, it was High, 21. But we have overtime here in Stillwater. We'll take a break here and come back with our overtime period next. You're watching Hockey Night in Minnesota. Brought to you by FVP Parts.
You know what works? FVP Auto Parts work. Trusted, tested, selected. You know what works? FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP. Reach for what works. You know what?
Apply a little splash when your windshield's getting dirty. Just apply a little splash when your windshield's full of grime, bugs, dirt, and snow. Just use a little splash and be safe on the road. Splash, splash, splash. Apply a little splash when your windshield's getting dirty. Just apply a little splash. See safely on the road when you apply a little splash.
Right back at Stillwater, we get ready for overtime. 1-1 the score. Hermantown and Mahtomedi. Hawks with 34 shots on goal for the game. They had 10 in the third period. Mahtomedi had 5 for a game total of 19. Mahtomedi is 0 for 2 on the power play. Hermantown is 0 for 1. Lallier and High with the goals. Each of these teams has played one tie game this season. Mahtomedi's was against Hill Murray in a 2-2 tie. Hermantown's was against Minnetonka on January the 12th in a 3-3 tie. All right, ready to get this overtime underway. Glad you're with us here for bonus hockey on the Youth Hockey Hub. Jeff Pappas with you with a call this afternoon. Number 1 versus number 3 in our staff rankings. And that was a pretty good pick for today's Hockey Night in Minnesota game as we are ready to get the overtime underway. Teams change ends again. Hermantown will now work right to left. They'll attack towards their benches here in the overtime session. Long pass up the middle to start the overtime is tipped away and now played into the zone by Begley for Mahtomedi. Hawks try to break in, and chasing after it was Pierce. He was unable to latch onto it. Here's a shot from the wing boards. Comes loose in front. Biondi at the right edge. Tried to come in front and couldn't. And now it's stolen behind the goal by Begley. And here comes Mahtomedi off the glass. Back into the Hawk zone where it's picked up by Sam High. High passes the middle to Thomas. His pass to the left is intercepted, but High is there to ride the Mahtomedi player off the puck, Dulac. Now the Hawks on the near side try to come out, and Dulac stopped that. Paradise, Joe Paradise, lost possession, and now the puck at neutral ice. Stepping up is Nikolai Dulac, feeds the left side. Here comes the Zephyrs. Tommy Paradise with a shot, and that's deflected by Goetz over the glass and out of play. We'll get a stoppage. 59 seconds gone in overtime. 7 minutes and 1 second left to decide this issue, if it will be decided, on a blessedly warm Saturday afternoon here in Stillwater. Temperatures over freezing on the positive side of the thermometer. Certainly very nice to contemplate after the week we've had all across the state of hockey. Face off to the right of Manahan. Puck down. Triggerman shoots and missed the net as the puck was cleanly handled to Joe Paradise. Now Zephyrs working behind the net. A centering pass. Oh, it took a crazy hop, and Manahan had to be quick there. As now here's Lallier losing it along the right boards. Baker for Hermantown. He in turn lost it. A centering pass comes up the slot, and the Hawks will backhand it to the line, but not out. Played back in deep by Broughton, and now the Zephyrs trying to work a centering pass. That comes all the way through, and the Hawks pick it up, and they'll come out 3-on-2 if they hurry. Pass to the right. Ethan Lund is chasing it down for them, and the Hawks get it. Baker coming in front, a backhanded shot, and it went off the goaltender, Dardis. Brady Baker with a good opportunity there for the Hawks. to end the game, but Dardis had the answer. And now Mahtomedi comes out. They play it ahead. Joe Paradise is rubbed out against the boards, but coming up with it is Skillings. Will play it in deep in center. Bouncing puck to the left point, picked up by Allier and plays it down behind the goal. Now here's Goetz for Hermantown. He is ridden off, but a teammate comes in to help him out. 5:59 left in the overtime, and here comes Hermantown. 2 against 4 to center. Over the line, it's Baker. He takes a shot. Dardis takes that one right in the letter M on his chest and gets a stoppage with 5:52 to play. Hermantown now with 37 shots, and Ben Dardis, the freshman goaltender, has been great today. Face-off coming up. To the left, it's Biondi again out there against Dulac. Hawks win the face-off. Goetz shoots. Karam off the end boards is picked up by Begley to the left side. He's ridden off, and Biondi will sweep it to an open wing on the near side. They'll have to come after it. Everybody goes to the boards, and now it's played out to center, and it's tipped by Goetz back into the Hermantown zone to the right. Chasing after it is Tommy Paradise, and loose in the right corner where it's intercepted by Blake Biondi. He lays it ahead, and here comes Hermantown to center. Pass to Justin Thomas. Over the line, Thomas shoots, and a glove catch by Dardis. And we'll get a stoppage. Nice line rush there by Hermantown, and Thomas had the shot. Had a ticket for the upper left corner of the goaltender's net as Dardis looked at it, but he has a glove on, and he gets to use it. So we get a face-off in the Mahtomedi zone. Biondi will face off against Allier. So the Zephyrs have changed lines. Hermantown has not. So it's late in the shift for their top 3. It's in skates. Comes to the near side boards and played out to center. Standing up there was Lucia. And now Biondi plays it over the line. He's got a player on his right. Biondi threw it in front. A chance for Thomas, and a save made by the goaltender, Ben Dardis. Another face-off coming up in the Mahtomedi zone. 5:05 left in overtime, and now Hermantown will change lines. And Baker's line will come out there. He's got Ethan Lund on the one wing and Peterson on the other. And Allier's line remains out now for Mahtomedi. Of course, he has their goal and has played a nice game for himself today. Picked up by Pilarski, and they break out 3 against 3. Pass to center. Here's Newbeck over the line to the right to Joe Paradise. Back to Newbeck. He takes a shot. Stick save by Manahan. Off to the left boards. High is ridden off the puck. It comes in front. A centering pass. A shot. And it's steered off to the boards by Elliot Peterson on the far side. Rolling puck to the left point, and it comes. Did it come out? No, it's held out. And now here comes Hermantown. 4:39 to play. Baker feeds the right. They have a 2-on-2. Now a defender back makes it 2 against 3. A centering pass comes all the way through to the near side boards where it's controlled by Joe Paradise and plays it out to center. Now a flip into the zone, hits one of the Stillwater banners over the blue line, and that is a stoppage in play. So we'll get a face-off at center ice with 4:26 left. Well, it's been a good game. If these teams both reach state and play each other again there, my goodness, it should be a very good game. Hawks control. Now it's played into the Mahtomedi zone to the left. It's turned back by Begley. Now the Hawks get it at their blue line, backhanded flip to the near side, looking for Thomas. And a very short bench here for Pat Andrews and the Hawks. Here's Thomas. Biondi centers it. Shot, they score! Hawks win! Joey Pierce in overtime, and Hermantown has won the game 2-1. It comes at 2 minutes and 58 seconds of overtime. Joey Pierce for the Hawks, and Hermantown wins the contest by a score of 2-1. They outshoot 39-23. The Zephyrs in the overtime. Hermantown had 5 shots. Mahtomedi had 4, and Hermantown comes up the winner. And for Joey Pierce, that is his 16th goal of the season. So they hand Mahtomedi a tough loss. Hermantown goes to 15-3-1. Mahtomedi to 15-4-1. And it's time for our MVP of the game. And had this game been tied, or if Mahtomedi had won, it would have been an easy choice for Ben Dardis, the freshman goaltender, he still made 37 saves, but we'll have to go with the scorer of the game-winning goal, Joey Pierce, for the Hermantown Hawks. It was a good one here this afternoon. Hawks win it 2-1 and outshoot Mahtomedi 39-23. Our game brought to you by FVP Parts. They have a dominating lineup. Reach for what works with FVP oil, antifreeze, stay tuned, batteries, and more. Visit your local automotive shop or retailer for FVP products. And by Splash Ice Melt Shaker Bags. Simply open and shake on surfaces where safety really matters. 2-1 Hermantown. Final score here this afternoon from Stillwater. Jeff Papasing. So long, and thank you for watching. You've enjoyed Hockey Night in Minnesota, presented by FVP Parts. Good night.